Alright, hello and welcome to the Guilty Gear Strive Season 2 Retrospective. I am Raph, I am a Guilty Gear commentator, I am a former competitor, but happy to be a casual player, but always happy to be on the mic for any of the Guilty Gear games, especially Guilty Gear Strive, which, right now it is August 22nd. Season 3 is right around the corner, 2 days away with Johnny and a whole bunch of balance changes, and it's going to be an exciting time, but it's important to look back and appreciate the crazy year that we've had, all things considered, with a really cool ARC World Tour that happened with multiple events and 8 warriors who qualified for the tournament, as well as multiple new characters and just many amazing events that have happened since then. And it really makes me happy to see so much great stuff happening for Guilty Gear, even after the first year that the game is out, right? That's always a big thing, right? Fighting games, the fall off can happen heavy, and Guilty Gear Strive came out at a time when there were no new fighting games that were of like the bigger titles. Street Fighter 6 was still a few years away. Mortal Kombat 1 still a few years away, same as like Tekken 8. So it came out at the perfect time to really put Guilty Gear on the map, and Season 2 I think was pretty successful all along the way with really cool characters that people were excited to see in the game. A lot of amazing events that happened since then, and the momentum's still going. It's one of those games that I like that there's not a lot of changes happening too often, so it's like a big event like Season 3 comes around the corner, it's going to shift a lot of the game with what they're adding to it, just like how Season 2 shifted some things around from Season 1, making more characters a little more viable, shifting some things there, even if Season 1 ended up being a happy chaos show at the end of it, right? But even with that there, you did see a lot of good representation of characters all throughout Season 2, so many great tournaments to happen, and just even with the end of Season 2 at the last major tournament at Versus Fighting, which was qualifiers for what will soon be the Season 3 ARC World Tour Finals next year. A lot of just cool things to see like all the way throughout, so just really happy on watching Guilty Gear strive and thrive all throughout. And tonight, we're going to check out some of the awesome announcements and the amazing events from the ARC World Tour of last year. So we can celebrate Season 2 and say goodbye to it as Season 3 comes through and takes over the world of Guilty Gear Strive. With that said, we're going to jump into our first video here. Let me get it queued up. And what better place to start Guilty Gear Strive than Season 2, than where it all first started. And that's going to be at EVO 2022. The tournament just ended, and congratulations to the qualifier for the first ARC World Tour Finals, or the first ARC World Tour 2022 qualifying event, won by the one and only Umisho in her first year of competing in fighting games competitively, winning Evolution and qualifying for the ARC World Tour. Well, check out her Grand Finals run, but I want to start the retrospective with the character announcements that happened all throughout the season and at various events throughout. But what better way to reminisce than through the live crowd reactions that were taken at events? So speaking of EVO, Season 2 all started with a single line and a single string, bringing back one of the most popular characters in the Guilty Gear franchise after she had a long hiatus away from the main cast. This is the EVO 2022 Bridget announcement in the arena. Everyone's like, who's it? Who could it be? Just watch the reaction and how everyone goes nuts. upcoming Daredevil. And everyone goes nuts. They did such a great job with this. The lead up, it's my turn, after she's been gone for a while, and everyone's just going nuts. And they did such a stellar job with this. Hold on. And there you have it. Bridget Guilty Gear Strive announced officially for the game. The first character of Season 2. Everyone loses their mind at seeing her back. And it was an amazing experience. I saw that in the arena live myself, and everyone was going nuts. People were so happy to see Bridget back and seeing the continuation of her story, and just a really cool revamp with a new design into the game to kick off the season 2. And a great fun trailer. I love the song. And just the fact that it was, hey, the 8th of August, right there, boom. August 8th is when she will be when she'll be first playable, and everyone just goes nuts because they'll get home from Evo and have a brand new character to try out. And remember, this is a special occasion because this is an Evo where Guilty Gear is the last game. Though maybe the only time it might happen because of what new games have been coming out. But this is at the height of Guilty Gear Strive's popularity. Well, yeah, I think at the peak of it. And being able to see Guilty Gear in the arena to cap off an Evo, even with like Street Fighter V having its last evolution, it's really a spectacular sight because like you look at like 5 years ago, 10 years ago, Guilty Gear XX, Guilty Gear Xrd, consistent players and always amazing events, but they would never be on the level of a Street Fighter, of a Tekken, Smash Bros, what have you, to ever really have that kind of spot. But then seeing Strive do what really no other anime game really had done, and really take the mantle and become like the main game, even if it's only for a short period of time as other games come out and people jump on it, the numbers shoot up, and it's more skewed towards that, right? So, seeing this just brought me, I cried. I was happy. This is just in seeing like some certain other game announcements, seeing something like this and realizing like, damn, Guilty Gear made it as the last game in an Evo. Season 2 is kicking off with a brand new character that people have been waiting for, one of the most popular characters in Guilty Gear. And, here we are now where she's still as popular as ever, even more so because all the merch that comes out is endless Bridget merch. People are just sick and tired of seeing her in merch, as they want other characters to be to get some representation, which I understand that wholeheartedly. Don't get me wrong. And yeah, she kicks things off in season 2. And then we have 4 characters of the new season who were dropped throughout 2022 and the beginning of 2023. So after Bridget, it all led up to the next character, and it is the return of the one and only Sin Kisuke. Let's check out the trailer and relive his announcement.
I'll say sorry in advance. In case I make you cry.
Let's see the one in Japanese. I like the Japanese voice better. So let me find that real quick, and if I can see that dude put one out. I think the PlayStation one is also English. Let's see.
I'll say sorry.
Yeah. Hold on. Let's see if I can't find. Where are you, real quick? Oh, I don't know what's going on further down in YouTube, and we're gonna leave that alone. We might not have one. I always thought Arc System Works had put up one for him. Hold on, let's see. Videos. Asuka, Bedman. Alright, here we go. Sin Kisuke. So the second character of Season 2. Returning from Guilty Gear Xrd, Sin Kisuke, the son of Kai, and Dizzy. Keeping that flag flying, unfurled. Little less shirt. But so aggressive and so fun to watch. A very straightforward, rushdown character. The ever-growing wild boy. Brave! And boom. And that was November, so it took a couple of months, 3 months after Bridget's announcement and playability, to Sin coming out on Thanksgiving, which is kind of appropriate for him being the gluttony character, right? Loving to eat, taking a snack, and really cool that they brought him back after, you know, having 2 other games, Guilty Gear Overture and then Guilty Gear Xrd. Not getting a lot of representation, not really considered much of a efficient character in Guilty Gear Strive with Season 2, so you don't really get to see much of him at all at a competitive level, but with Season 3 on the corner, who knows? I think one thing that I will say about Season 3 is that a lot of the characters that came after Bridget, even with Bridget, you see like some representation, thanks to like the players like Hitachi and Supernoon and others. Sin, I don't really think you saw like too much of. I know like Kizzy K definitely gave him an effort, but just felt like it was not really worth putting the time into. So it's unfortunate to see that kind of happened throughout Season 2, with the characters really not clicking in a way that they'd be more prevalent in high level, but still characters that get play online. I mean, there are specialists out there, and we'll see what Sin brings to the table in Season 3. But with Sin's reveal, and then kicking off the 2023 characters, it's none other than the Bedman. And Bedman was revealed at the ARC World Tour Finals in California. So after the tournament had ended, big ups to the commentary team at the desk there of Sejam, Ringe, Tasty Steve, and James Shen, 4-man commentary. Tournament had ended. It was a really good spectacle. Mochi doing great stuff, and we'll check out that finals as well, because that is one of the best tournaments we've seen of international play for Guilty Gear Strive, with the Season 2 finals. Rather, the Arc World Tour 2022 finals. Sorry, Season 2 is still going on. But here is the official announcement of the next character. And look at the crowd reaction as well. And we're seeing the return of another Guilty Gear Xrd character, Bedman. So the crowd reaction, obviously, not as big as Bridget, not as popular as a character, but also there was a lot less people in the stand. There was maybe like 50 tickets that they sold, so keep that in mind. And then you have an extra teaser. Who is next coming in May? And that got a bigger reaction out of everybody, to be fair, at the World Tour Finals. Seeing the book, the backyard, seeing the book, Asuka's book in his hand there. And everyone's like, "Holy shit! Wait a minute!" And let's actually see the full Bedman trailer that was released. Oh look, it's my video. 7.3k views for the my live reaction reveal. That's kind of cute to see. Thank you everybody who had looked at that and given me a good amount of views. Oh yeah, and that was with Yohozi as well, because we were both watching the Arc World Tour Finals together. So that's kind of sick. Let's jump back to the season characters here. Let's go back to Bedman. There we go. Let's watch the full trailer in full. So another character.
Brother left me a meaning?
She doesn't get. There's not a lot of players out there. I know Flash Metroid really try to give Bedman a whirl, and then GC Yoshi playing the character as well, but considered kind of hard to use, and I think just not really a fully complete character with the tool set.
I've never seen it act like this before. Brother's program shouldn't run haywire like that. Dad, run away! Don't break it! Don't leave me. Oh. Fine. Only today. It's dangerous. Brother. I never wanted that. This is just an ordinary dream. Sleep well.
Dad is bullshit blazing, fighting heedless of its own destruction. The error-prone guardian machine. And you also got the new stage 2. That was a good way to cap off the World Tour with a really fun-looking stage that you don't get to see too much because online no one really wants to pick those kind of stages. But that is the third character that we saw for Guilty Gear Strive with Bedman ? And, you know, again, kind of falling prey with like Sin, where there's just not a lot of representation, at least like at a high level. Although, you know, online you'll find your specialists playing the character and using them. But really cool to see that they brought back this character after the original Bedman died in Guilty Gear Xrd. Sorry for spoilers. And seeing their will continue on with Bedman and pass through with Bedman's little sister, who is a part of the character. She's not actually playable, but she's there trying to protect being protected by the bed. But again, one of those characters that people look at and they're like, well, it's a very strange character. It's for a certain people who really would want to play them. But I like that they were something that was added to Guilty Gear Strive, which then leads us to our final character revealed and announced for Season 2. This one is the man that really started things off for Guilty Gear, and being a looming force in the entire series, having a prominent role, appearing in Exerd, and then having a prominent role in the story for Guilty Gear Strive. None other than Asuka R. Oh wait, starter guide. Whoop. Hold on, wrong video. 1 second, sorry about that. There we go. Here's our official announcement for the last Season 2 character.
According to today's numbers, there are 68,487,109 child laborers under the age of 14.
So you can tell, can you? Well, someone hasn't changed.
And lo and behold, the one and only Shadow Wizard. I love this trailer so much. Praying for the accumulation, and then unleash the cubes.
All of my time is for this. Quiet, please. I'm calculating my chance of survival. You move quite well for one with no seed, though the leftovers won't last forever. Just so you know, I'm fairly sure I can die from pain. Yes, let's finish this. I think I'll turn this whole place into a vacuum. That was close. I nearly put out a star. If I give up now, will you let me be?
There he is. Really interesting theme to go along with it. Praying the Master of Sorcery, Asuka R. Sign. I think this stage is super cool, and I want to see it more. The Tirna Nog. I think this is a really, really awesome stage that I would love to see represented more in tournaments and events. But we only ever really play on the Council of 3 in tournament, sadly. But there you go. Season 2 pass is now complete with those 4 characters all throughout. Asuka R. Sign, which many say is just a replica of Asuka. So that's why you see at the intro when it begins with it begins as Asuka R. Kreutz, but then it changes to a different outfit, and also the little wing is also a different color. It's just kind of signifying that this is not really him fighting. This is just I think a replacement to do the dirty work for him, because he's not the kind of guy that can take a hit, but the clone can. But a really fun character. This is a character you're seeing. I've seen a lot in high level sprinkled in. A very cool specialist character, like the other unique characters in the game, and a character that we're going to see, I think, in Season 3, as a lot of the shifts are going to make more people want to play something like him, where you're kind of just filling the screen with crap and turning it into a shmup and making everyone have to play a different game, which is what a lot of people would love to do. They don't want to have two. This is one of those one-player game characters when he gets going, so we'll see that, and I'm excited to really bear witness to what he brings. But he is the guy that capped off Season 2 at the announcements. Kid Viper's got a really sick Asuka R. There was a top 8 versus Fighting the last weekend, which had a top 8 of this character. You see him, even at Tampa Never Sleeps yesterday on August 21st, we did get a sick representation of the character. So again, he's coming up, and you see him there. It's just none of the big tournament players picked him up, but I think you will see him in Season 3. But that man, aka Asuka, making the cut, And of course, the mods that added the dog ears, thank for the modders to making sure the character has the effects that he so requires. But with that, season 2, the past is at an end. Your characters have been announced. People made some switches. People picked up the game to pick up the new characters. And we're at that point where everyone's excited for season 3 with Johnny starting things off there. But again, this is a season 2 retrospective. And what better way than to watch the grand finals of the different Arc World Tour events that had happened last year for season 2. Well, we're even going to go over some of the this year's season 2 events. So even after the Arc World Tour, we'll see some of the qualifiers and check out those grand finals. So let's just take a peek at the events, starting with Evo 2022 Strive. So Evo 2K vids. All right, here we go. We'll start with just the video. 10 minutes.
I wonder if they were keeping tabs on what happened in that last set, because it's
And there you see her power up.
However,
Grand finals, the first Arc World Tour qualifiers. An evolution for Guilty Gear Strive.
And Umisho does have a couple more games to get used to it. We can get a whole match.
Here we go. Umisho versus Slash. Happy Chaos versus May.
Then you gotta win another 3 games
To get things going. Let's get it.
You're sitting there like, oh, if I just did this, if I just did that. And Umisho's not thinking about that. They're just thinking, okay, next I'm gonna be playing up against
Remember, this is Umisho's.
completely different line.
Oh shit, patch notes.
And we have our grand
We will check those out a little later.
We go Slash already gets the throw going.
That's going to be at the end of this. Let's check out the finals here. We're going to check out all the events. All the Arc World Tour qualifying tournaments that happened for Season 2. Well, this is technically Season 1, but this is to qualify for the Season 2 Arc World Tour Finals, so it counts. I'm going to say it counts. This is still the end of Season 1, so bear with me.
Gonna be able to get in there for pressure. I love the pressure so far. Look at that 2P, safe to YRC.
This is Strive back in summer 2022. And this is the pure power of Happy Chaos and Umisho coming from a Overwatch background into fighting games.
The 2P is such a safe, strong option, right? It's a really good way to kind
And here she goes.
of
Slash,
I love the rollout of the corner.
after winning a great losers finals, in this prime position, in a great spot, to put May on the board when everyone had discounted May all throughout the end of season 1 after initial changes, and the memes had died down. But Slash is the May, the man that put her on the map.
Oh yeah, this is a big chance for Flash though. Ooh, get shot. Another one. It's gonna be concentrated.
It's a big chance for Slash to get shot,
But that's a guaranteed curve
and now you're sitting in this tough position here where your options are so limited.
for Slash.
Although, yep, there's the curse, there's the shots, there's the concentrate, and now it's just inevitable.
Staying out of range of the burst. Look at that, just dashing in and out and trying to bait it.
It is just inevitable. That's a wrap. As much as Slash tried, dead to rights. Game 1.
Umisho just dumping it, mate. Like, nah, you won't get any closer, little girl.
I love that. I mean, we haven't seen as much zoning, right? Because it drains the resources a lot faster in this version. So Umisho only did it when they had positive bonus.
Okay.
Got a reason to get in there and make
Already a burst from Slash. I like it. But the pressure's on. Slash knows that he has to get up close and personal as fast as possible.
Big damage. And a big whale at that. Oh my.
Again, it's all about closing that distance and finishing the job as fast as possible.
round on the board there for Slash.
You ready for an adventure?
Say yes, chef.
Yes, chef.
And an ad. All right, sorry about that.
Flash.
We got 3 rounds in before an ad. That's great.
Air dash back, jump K on the landing. I like that idea. And the cross up, that is tough to block.
Oh, it has been so successful for Umisho. Whether it be mid-screen, whether it be in the corner, and just mixing up the role a lot of times. Mid-screen to kind of throw the opponent up.
And And that IFD was so good from Slash. It actually really helped that pressure be a lot weaker, but Umisho still gets the hit after, gets the reload here, or go for another jump, go for a super, go for the kill. That is so rough. When you get in that situation, when you get wall slumped like that, you just have to guess.
And then you hear just Mei screaming out the back. And again, Umisho, she has her game plan set like 100%, and she's so good at like exerting herself in the sense, right? But the fact that like in the later half in season 2 that she accomplished the mission of winning Evo, she then goes to picking up Soul and becomes one of the best players with the character and a like consistent top 8 placer, making an entire switch from the character that won her Evo, right? And got her into the Arc World Tour Finals.
Yeah, like, oh, that's a big confirm and very tough to burst. Yeah, that 2H is going to be burst safe, and that's a game for Slash.
So good on Slash. Gets a big win. Gets a big dub, right? Making it competitive. That's the thing you want to see. You want to see good competitive between both players in Evo Finals. Excuse me.
Another command throw, and this is really starting to add up in favor of Slash. Big counter hit gonna call out the burst this time.
Yeah, I love that 2D out of the
Oh, yeah, look at that. Just, I mean, typical kind of Happy Chaos that we're seeing a lot of players who came up after Umisho and Romola really adopt. You know, Kid Viper as well. A lot of good Happy Chaoses when the characters came out to really help like develop the character. Slash getting what damage he can, but it's tough out here. It's a race. Just gonna get hit. Has a burst still. It's gonna go there. Gonna lose. Whoopsie. It's interesting to see. There's that. The trophy this year was much better, I think. I like that a lot. What they put together. But again, Slash just knows it's time to just go in. Got to go in heavy and hard and be unstoppable.
Pressure looks great. A lot of risk. Empty blow. This is gonna be it. You're about to explode. No meter for Slash.
Damage right here. Look at what Slash is doing to the
Again, Slash is just on it, right? He knows I got to close the gap. No one's ready for my pressure once I get in. He's feeling good. He's feeling good. He won a game, tied it up. Getting some momentum. I like it. That's a big important part. Hey, look, those Evo tags. Yeah, you know it.
Right? Like, you have to win that round to have burst anyway, and it's brutal for Umisho in that scenario. You're just not going to build it.
So a fun set so far, right? People are rooting for Slash. They want to see a Mei take the set. They want to see a Mei surpass over Happy Chaos. But once Umisho gets her momentum going, it's so hard to stop it. Even like that situations, it's rough. There we go. Pressure's on, damage is on. That's a wrap.
No burst, obviously. Slash gonna save it for the next round.
Again, it's kind of a testament to how fighting games can become down the line, where it becomes a momentum fest. Whoever gets the ball rolling early, especially in a game like Guilty Gear Strive, can just totally run away with it and just take control.
It doesn't matter. The reload on the super, that's the wall break, and it's gonna be more pressure after this. A rough looking game.
And already, Slash up 2 games, so winning 2 games straight, threatening the reset, but then Umisho answers back, pretty heavy.
On the 6K anyway in the pickup. This is a wall slump. Next guess will do it on the game here. Blocks the overhead correctly.
But then mixed space. I love this from Umisho, just getting out of dodge, and again playing to her character's strength. Just I don't have anything to do here. Just reload, chip out, take the shots, and finish the job.
Umisho ties up the set 2-2, and set point is right around the corner.
I love that they just backed off. They were like, I don't need to be here near you where I can get back thrown. Everything can happen badly. I'm just going to go for this zoning from This is great.
And it's so different from what we've been seeing before.
Oh, Happy Chaos. The terror of Guilty Gear Strive. Winning one of the last tournaments. Winning Evo again. The 2-time Evo champ character from 2 different players. Well, the person who won Evo this year used Zato last year. Had a good run, but didn't make it.
And has no concentration. Although fights it out okay. That could have been really bad. They were in a bad spot. Who tries to bait the throw? No bite.
Takes the shot. There's the hit. Oh, man. What a stoppage. Using the clone. That's so good. Umisho is just So aware. Again, this is for a lot. This is not just for making Arc World Tour. This is to win Evo. This is to win the biggest fighting game tournament of the year. One round away, being one of the first people to ever really play a game competitively and win a tournament in their first year of competing. Getting into FGs really late, but having a great competitive mindset. Look at Umisho go. Look at her go.
The super through the wall. It just keeps going. Umisho's pressure is so good. So good. Look at Slash's health, so low. Has the burst, but when
yeah, such bad territory. Positive bonus. And with that, your Evolution champion, Umisho!
Guilty Gear Strive Evo champion, Umisho!
Taking it with Happy Chaos. Her first Evo, her first year of competing in fighting games, and she is Evo 2022 champion. Fantastic for her, nothing short of amazing. Which then leads us to our next tournament event, versus fighting. So let's see, the top 8 versus fighting, Guilty Gear Strive. This was the last one. I need to see last year's. Let's see if I can find the top 8. 2 days ago, GrowTube, screw GrowTube. If it's not on YouTube, then it's gonna be a tough spot, I think. Might be able to find it here. Maybe not. Okay. So sorry, the versus fighting stuff I can't just find easily. So that was Skill taking that 3-1 over Zondo, getting Skill from France, over Zondo from Israel, which then leads to Rev Major 2022 Strive. And that's going to be Gobu versus Jiro. And an amazing finals nonetheless. This is going to be...
was just another journalist in New York City waiting for her big break.
Going to be Gold Lewis Dickinson versus Anji Mito. Jiro and winners. Jiro making it all the way up here to the winner's side of Grand Finals with Anji of all characters. A Japanese Grand Finals out here in Rev Major. But Gobu playing this version of Gold Lewis. At this point in time, Gold Lewis was a monster of a monster, right? This character had so much stuff going for him. Absolutely daunting character. The unstoppable drone, huge damage behind it. He just commanded neutral once he got going, and even though Gobo was known for an amazing Zato, he brings out the Gold Lewis out here and really just goes on a tear throughout the latter half of 2022. But really defining this character, showing what he can do, and you already see the pressure going on. But Jiro, answering back, being a world-class Anji and a really fun player to really witness at this level. So making this a spectacular Grand Finals, especially when you consider Evo being like May versus Happy Chaos, and you see like the change-up of character strength, but doesn't stop the actual strength of the players. Yeah, Jiro just going all out. So this will be a good amount of time throughout the set. You'll have to excuse Grand Finals. Let's take a little bit of a while. Anti-air close slash. Oh my god. Gobo, you monster. And then you see just how tragic it gets. The life of Anji. It's just so difficult for this character sometimes. Supers don't work as well as you'd want, and then here's the problem. There it is. Get bombs over Baghdad. Ooh! Gobu, so good. Again, being one of the most popular players of Guilty Gear Strive, very comical, very fun to watch, and a very entertaining player, very, very strong. Whatever character he picks up, and I believe recently he had picked up Asuka. So he's just always happy to jump on a new character or different characters and really express his creativity. But this is where it gets tough, right? Grand final starts, you're Jiro, you're already 2 games down, and Gobo is just barreling down on you. Shark that spills blood in the water. But you see, like, answers. Jiro has answers for Gold Lewis, knowing that this is a person that he's likely going to have to face in Gobu, and really, like, driving that point home. But seeing Anji at this level is always incredible. And there's really good Anjis, you know, across the world. North America has our fair share. And I'd love to see what they'll do in Season 3. But Jiro, again, put in kind of the blueprint of playing Anji. Realizing the neutral combo selection and really, like, answering for matchups. So a really fun character and a player to watch as well, just like alongside Gobu. Fahujin! Oh, that's an Neo. Okay. And you see, Jiro just wants to avoid being put in the danger zone, like right here. As soon as that drone comes out, and you see Gobu just start that pressure. Oh, man, but they're just counterpunching so well. It's such a good level of Strive. Because it's like, again, back and forth makes everything better. And Jiro's just like, wait a minute. This ain't going to be an easy 3-0, buddy. Hold on. You think I'm going to go down just like that? Denied. Jiro on the board. Hell yeah. And there you go. Just again, this is Gobu saying, okay, I need one more. Reset the bracket. Another Arc Revo qualifier potentially here between, we're going to get a Gold Lewis or an Anji, and Jiro fighting out of his mind. But Gobu is just that kind of player. Didn't get the wall bounce, but just, oh man. You still see some Gold Lewis around here in these Season 2 parts. There was a really good player yesterday at Tampa Never Sleeps, and there's other good players like, you know, oh my god. Like Cherio does a really good job, and many others. A lot of good representation throughout the tournament, so happy to see this character really do what he can do best and just be a, you know, the secondary absolute defense, right? A menace. And just Jiro again just saying, I cannot go down like this. I need to take Anji to the Arc World Finals. I need to give everyone hope and have them be able to believe that Anji Mito can make it happen, that he can do it, that this character has what it takes to compete at this level. Oh my god. The decisions, the blocking, the movement, it's so good. Oh my god, 2-2. 2-2. Okay, I'll be right back. Enjoy the bit of this match to see who is the champion of Rev Major. It's Gobu.
続行。さあ勝てば2セット。相当こうが機能してますね。
かなり立ち回り立ち始めてますね。
おお、
読んでたけど、読んでるこうだったけど。
ですから、お互いにピクピク動き始めましたので、ガード方を少し変えてますね。さあ、サンダーバードがラインを上げる。アイテムになってくれる。リスクゲージも溜まっていた。リセットはされたくない。
Alright, Gobo, reset point. Jiro on the cusp of surviving and becoming the Anji master. But Gobu is not going to make it easy, and you just see that relentless onslaught. Using the meter to keep this pressure going and just being an unstoppable force, knowing that there's no meter for FD, right? There is no way to avoid the chip damage of the Behemoth Typhoon, and just laying it in, hitting that reset, and Gobo just doing what he does best, being a monster. Alright, set number 2. This is Jiro's last chance here. And he's got Gobo in the corner. Pressure's on. But that's also stress pressure too. Knowing that, okay, this is the point of time where I have to do or die. If I don't make this count here, I'm not going to get that trip to North America. I'm not going to be able to compete in the Arc World Tour Finals. And you just see, again, both players at the top of their game. Jiro answering back. That's always a big part. You want to get the lead no matter what in a set. And just, again, both players' movement and awareness every which way, right? Amount of back dashes just to get that space. Doesn't want to have to be at a point where Gobo is commanding the screen space and having to scramble against him. But all it takes is like one bad decision. And Gobo can get that pressure going. And already you see now Jiro just mounting that offense. Because again, it comes down to that, right? It all comes down to who gets the pressure going first and who gets that offense. But then one errant throw, one big jump can turn this all around. And what a conversion from Gobu. Absolutely insane. Hey, Gobu get the laser. Okay, yeah. Good spot. Jiro's got to jump cancel just to be safe. And it's just so crazy. It's so crazy. And they are just going for the fences. But again, that's why you see Jiro backing away so many times. He does not want to be in the space where it is Scramble City against a player like Gobu or a character like Gold Lewis. But again, Momentum City. Oi. Oh, yeah, that was a scary burst. But, oh, no. Jiro doing their best, but it's just not enough. Big steppy, and then just a freaking messed up guess. That was actually so good. Again, just witnessing greatness on the back of a player like Gobu, setting up a tricky high-low situation with Gold Lewis. Again, master of this character is absolute, but Jiro, again, master of the Anji. We got checks. We got overheads. Nice. Yeah. Again, matchup awareness. That's always going to be the important part, especially when playing a character that going to has a their end game is harder to achieve, right? Even though like Gold Lewis, you're not really worried about too much defensive options. That's always kind of an interesting thing of like, oh, is this the Secretary of Absolute Defense? But he relies on good defense and maybe a wake-up super to get out of certain things. But yeah, he's definitely a character that gets mauled under pressure. And that's a lot of the cast. A lot of like the characters who will have a rough of it, who may just rely on a backdash to get him out of dangerous situations. But yeah, Gold Lewis just really relies on having a wake-up super counter again just to get out of dodge. And your reward for avoiding the jump in is absolutely nothing. Putting yourself in the corner. Oh, Jiro, here we go. Oh no, okay, here we go. Jiro's getting a little too antsy, but I like that he answers back. And again, a competitive set is always entertaining. The last set of here was 3-2, right? And now we're down 1-1, and that's so good to see.
必殺技を置いたりとかっていう
まあそうですね
もう殴り合いになってきましたねいや読んでいる
さあやらざるを得ない領域までこの組み合わせ消化されている中段をしっかり立って下段ガードして
Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna put the patch notes away. That'll be a separate thing. It'll be a separate video after we enjoy the season 2 Arc World Tour tournament events. Not the ones after the World Tour. We'll end with the World Tour finals, just to kind of celebrate season 2 in that capacity. 6P, and I want to save the other ones for season 3. And again, this is such a good back and forth, because I just love watching Jiro's movement. It's so consistently strong. But then it doesn't matter much when Gold Lewis gets that hit. Oh, jeez. Again, what a class act. What two amazing players.
そうですね外が体がでかいんで結構ありがちな
ああなるほど
っぽいですね
Spinneroonie, yep. But I like that. See, Gobo has answers too, right? Even if you get past the drone consistently with the charge, the spin, you still have to worry about what happens afterwards because it's only a projectile you went through. So you see Gobo putting like the active frames with the 6K and just really making it such a threat. Oh my god, that was so good. His pressure with Gold Lewis is just outstanding. The same can be said for Jiro. Keeping it simple, keeping it strong, and again, just making this making his set even better.
先にリーチをかけていくのはゴボー・ディキンソンそうです相当リーチですでこれメンタル的にもかなり苦しいですよね
そうですね逆転されてる状態ですからね
さあこの画面端どうしのぐか
Alright, pressure's on again. This is Gobu on match point. Absolute monster. And Jiro is just weathering the storm, just doing their best to survive, but it's not looking good here as Gobu, the fan favorite. I mean, both characters are fun to watch, but now tournament point, qualifying point, Gobu just putting Jiro in the hardest spot imaginable, putting him under so much duress, but Jiro is not a man who is going to be one to just fall so easily, right? Love it. I love this pressure. I love everything about Jiro just taking matters into their own hands and driving it home. Oh, so good. So good from Jiro. Absolutely fun to watch. But then, yeah. Whoops. Oh, no. This is where if you're Jiro, your life is flashing before your eyes. You are getting launched into space. Last chance burst. Literally down to one hit for the finish, but then Jiro just stays alive. It's so good. This is one of the best season 2 grand finals. Everything about it is so strong as Jiro's just got a second wind with the last chance. Yeah, this is where it matters. There's only meter for FD for Gobu. He's going to be in a lot of pressure having to deal with all this. And no real answer. 6P as an answer back, running up against the 6 heavy, avoiding getting hit by the coffin swing. And then now we're down to our final game of grand finals. Absolutely amazing from both players who just pushing each other to the limit. Oh, this was Just an immaculate set. High tension, high quality, high level, everything about it. And here's the hype. Final game, let's get it. Jiro already on a tear. He took Gobu's burst, but he took your soul with the drone, and now you're just in that scary position. Oh, man. It's hard out here. It's hard out here for Jiro. No. Oh, he lost so much life. That was such a big turning point in this. Getting hit by the wake-up super pretty much annihilated, I think, his chances of this round. Even went for a hero burst there. With Gobu having... Oh, what a backdash. Gobu's having a lot of life here. Getting thrown. We're down to the wire. But wake-up buttons. Not enough. Guts. Guts. Guts! Oh, Jiro with a pixel of life. Tournament point on them. They had no help. Absolutely crazy finale here between both players. It's so good. But then you see the power of Jiro already getting big hits, getting a big lead, showcasing their strengths. But all Gobu needs is one shot. Same side. Oh god. Oh, the pressure is so much. Anyone would crack. Fujin. Oh. Needs one more good hit. But the goal burst from... No. Gobu pulling out all the stops. Gets the clean hit. Gets the burst. Jiro went for the hero burst. Jiro with a round to give. Put it all on the line against a character with 100% tension. He went all out. And now... Look what's happening. Jiro's life is flashing before his eyes. There's no way out of this. And one more hit and that's it. GG. Oh, he messed it up. Oh. And your champion of Rev Major 2022 Guilty Gear Strive, Gobu from Japan with Gold Lewis Dickinson, qualifying for the ARC World Tour Finals. So our second player to qualify. Well, our third player to qualify after Skill and Umisho, leading us to CEO Taku 2022, where we see a grand finals between two stellar players.
And welcome back to CEO Taku 2022. We are... Oh my god, the throw comes out, has the RC just...
So losers finals, Razzo versus Bean. Bean makes a miraculous comeback against Razzo, eliminating her, getting to grand finals, where Bean has to face the wonder Nagaruyuki, a player who has really shown and really surpassed people's expectations, becoming one of the strongest Nagaruyuki players in the world, the strongest in North America. Getting into grand finals at EVO, getting into the ARC World Tour Finals with Nagaruyuki. My man comes through with the snack box micro. So our finals here is Nagaruyuki, Nubenheimer Nagaruyuki versus Bean Chip. And Nubenheimer was insurmountable. The power of Nubenheimer was on full display this whole tournament and just showcasing how he's one of the most dominating players in North America. I mean, just winning a tournament yesterday at Tampa Never Sleeps. We'll see what they could do in Season 3, but right now this is a showcase of Nubenheimer, who finally gets out of his cave. Finally starts going to big events like this, and you already see what happens here is Bean already being put on his back. And this is one of those games where it's just the danger of playing a character like Chip against Nago is so scary. as Nagayuki is just a one-shot character, right? Even the game lists him as such. If Bean can't get any offense going, Nubenheimer only needs like 3 clean hits, and he can just really tear into it. The pressure from Bean is really good. I mean, Bean is another one of those marquee players who really showed up in 2022, and really just showcasing not just the power of Chip, but his Chip, and really fun to watch. I mean, you saw him reverse 3-0 Razzo to get to grand finals. The Nubenheimer's, that's the cool round, guy. Let me just show you a Nagayuki round. Oh, you guessed wrong. Literally, that's 2 hits, right? First hit, second hit on the backdash with close slash. This man embodies the strike throw lifestyle, and already Bean is suffering. Bean just hanging on for their life here, and it's just, what do you do? What do you do? You gotta hold that. Oh, Nubenheimer is just a monster when he gets going. Oh, but then Bean's like, wait a minute, hold on. Oh, but that's the hard part, right? Not getting the offense they would want, and then a throw. That's a quarter of life gone off a throw and a jump because the chip off level 2 blood. And now Bean cannot make any mistakes. 3 hits. 75% life gone. Fourth hit. And then boom. Just put that foot out on him. Stepped on him. Oh my god, Nubenheimer. With just perfect spacing, bro. And look at that crowd for Strive. The whole room is all the way deep. It's so cool to see. Spinneroonie, OTG, can no longer do the spin, cannot no longer do, in Season 3 is going to be a bit different on defense, or on offense, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out, but granted, that was 3 hits. It's going to be a blood pop. Yeah, but then a burst just to stay in there, and it's like, there's still a lead here for Nubenheimer. Man, Nubenheimer's so good. Great reactions, great offense, just great presence of mind, I'm telling you. 2S OTG, yup, just to keep momentum going. 3 hits, 3 hits and a grab. 3 hits and a grab is enough to put him up 2-0. And Nubenheimer's looking unstoppable. That is the life of Chip. That is the life of Chip. Bean just looks like Super Noon's like East Coast cousin, by the way. Although I think like Bean's hair is is nicer. No offense to Super Noon, but Bean's hair looks just like so elegant and well brushed and really nice. So big ups to them. I didn't know what shampoo they use, because that is a good look. Not to say that Nubenheimer's hair isn't the bad either. I do like Nubenheimer's eyebrows, but Nubenheimer's hair just looks like the right amount of fluffiness to it, which is pretty nice. Excuse me. Nah, I mean, this man's on a tear. Like, Nubenheimer just looked like, again, unstoppable. 2 games. Game 2 was just a straight destruction. Look at how bad that trade is. Look how much damage Nubenheimer gets. Has the lead here. Gets the 6P. Gets the pressure going. And 2 hits. There's a big DP from Bean just to keep going. But again, you just see how many hits it takes between both players. How much Nubenheimer needs to get their presence, to get their stuff going. You think he's out of it. Nice block. Oh, there's the bite. And you know what's going to happen here. This is Nubenheimer with unlimited specials. So good. So good from Bean. But the problem is he never dies. It is so scary. This character just does not go away, but, you know. The unblockable, essentially. Bean is just like, okay, I need to win 3 games straight. I did it against Razzo. I can do it against Numenheimer. I can take out Nagaruyuki. I can make it happen, Captain. And Bean knows the assignment. You see him getting those big hits, big damage. Gets the wall break too. This is like all Bean right now. Oh, ad time. Give us a second here. 3, 2, 1, go. And then just boom. Big jump. Big pressure. But Numenheimer's like, I got bar. I'm fine. Said fuck Fukio, more like fuck you. I'm out of here. Can't do any specials. Gonna pop. Bean is like, alright, I got this. You're gonna pop. You're gonna go. I'm gonna catch your backdash. Psych. And then this is where it all just starts breaking apart for Bean. Oh my god. That air throw. So well timed. So strong. And now we're at that point where it's time for Numenheimer to finish the job. Bean taking these huge risks, knowing that this is their last chance. They have to make more chances for themselves, and it ain't easy. Oh man, Bean doing everything they can. Even reads out the BRC, but then instead of going for the super, uses up half their attention to get a not a hard knockdown. All they need is it. Enough. Get the wall stick. They couldn't do it. There's the blood pop, and the blood pop actually screws Bean over. Boone is now at full range. Now you have a Numenheimer with all the resources. And command grab to take it. No other way for Numenheimer to win that. Qualifying for the Arc World Tour Finals. Taking it with a big bite and finishing the job. Like, absolutely incredible work from him. Just to do it to it and be your See Otaku champion. There was no other way I was going to end. And you see how much life that took, by the way? You see the chunk of life that Bean has on there. All gone in one bite. And you see how much life back. Such a bad spot. He gets so much life back after that big bite, and that was just crazy, crazy stuff. Got to Numenheimer qualifying, which leading us to, that was the first 4 events for qualifying, leading us to our last 4 events, starting with the mix-up 2022. So full top 8 is right here on the Reversal channel, but we will watch Grand Finals only. Courtesy of our friends at Reversal. Hey, don't VOD me with your damn ads. God. It's the worst part about doing these kind of streams is ads play that are in Spanish, that have music, that may get me VOD muted, and may get me demonetized. Fan-freaking-tastic. And unskippable ads, by the way. My favorite part. Those are my favorite kind of ads.
I don't know if you saw, but
so, Grand Finals of the Mix-Up 2022, Latif versus Zando. Another fantastic matchup here between Saudi Arabia versus Israel. Zato versus Ram. Mind you, by the way, every Grand Finals we've seen so far for the Season 2, for this Arc Revo World Tour 2022 qualifying events, they all had different characters at this point, right? You had May versus Happy Chaos. You had Soul Bad Guy versus Ram. So, I mean, Zando's the first one to make 2 different Grand Finals for qualifying events. So Ram was a double appearing character on the back of Xando, but it's the same player, right? Anji versus Gold Lewis, and then Chip versus Nagaruyuki. So again, the grand finals has been a lot of different characters all throughout. It's been really fun to watch. You do get repeat characters in Arc Revo in the Arc World Tour finals, but that happens. So this is Latif. I mean, Latif in winners, right? Latif in a great spot. The self-proclaimed best Guilty Gear Strive player in the world, the best Zato, but Xando operates in a different way. Like Zando's just hyper aggressiveness is always on display and is absolutely stellar watching. And you see again, kind of a one-shot player. Strives to just make things quick and easy for him, knowing that all he needs to do is get that one hit against Zato, and it can just turn around so fast. But you see just the pressure from Latif's always solid, right? Even if he loses Eddie, he's just absolutely stellar at moving forward and maintaining themselves, getting the summon and always just having that pressure. But Xando using those normals to good effect.
He immediately slices Eddie in half, and Xando gets the pressure. What an idea.
Yeah, it was clean. It was clean. Sword dashes out. You see him surf out of the explosion. I love. Look at the back and forth. Man is doing the tangle himself. The team's mobility gets him put in the corner. The dust hits. He goes for the burst. He doesn't want to die yet.
This is the Chief saying, "Hold on, you're getting too zesty, kid. I got decades of Guilty Gear experience. You're gonna have to chill out real quick." But Xando's like, "Nah, bro. I'm good. Thank you, though. Nice try."
And there we go. That should be dead. 1-0 for Xando. The clutch factor.
Okay, this is one of Xando's breakout tournaments. I mean, did a great job at versus fighting, but only taking second place. But you know, this is where he like showed that he can hang and take a big event, right? No spoilers, obviously. Latif though, not going to make it easy. Because, again, just that pressure. Knowing that Ram has no rule reversal, has a great backdash. One button can get her going. She just needs, like, one hit to get the ball started. And you see it, like, they're off the flip, getting some stuff happening. And then it's just, like, a spooky time. As Latif just wants to make sure he's under pressure. But Xando's so good at escaping it.
Latif finally getting an opening, breaking the wall.
There you go. Unload the Toad. Nice and easy from Latif. He just wants to, you know, again, Latif's all about one-player games. Gets that knockdown, gets it going, makes it simple, and puts heavy pressure on you, so it can be really spooky. But then Xando's like, hold this like 50% damage into hard knockdown, into a guess for game.
Gonna try to get something. Oh, actually got the vacuum effect to get there and wanted to chase, but got to watch out because that blue RC is gonna let that Zato completely defenseless in the air. Xando takes the round.
That was really smart, seeing and knowing that he was gonna commit to a throw in the air after that RC. Really smart. Good tech.
What a tech. Oh. What a tech, but look at that big damage coming up. Oh my god, C4. Explosion.
Proton cannon. Knockdown. Where we going? Oh, the head got blessed. Goes to the burst.
And then it's just a spooky spot. Latif is like, okay, I gotta be careful. I cannot let Xando go up 2-0, but it's too bad. The RC throw, I'm telling you. Xando just making it hard because Latif just wants to get at that proper space. But Xando just had like proper answers to really deny that.
Absolutely insane at navigating around Eddie, and more importantly, when the mid-screen game happens, Latif is literally not allowed to call Eddie. That's why Latif has been calling multiple opposes, because Xando will immediately slice Eddie.
Yeah, he's baiting. Yeah, if they're playing at that level, like normally what he would do is like oppose and then Drunken Shade to send.
But then you see like Xando on a tear. Xando just playing so good with some momentum, and just saying like, all right, no worries. I'm up 2-0. I'm gonna make your life miserable. And you're going to have to work so hard to beat this character, to beat me, this tournament here. And Latif's, going to answer back. He's going to say, hold on. Oh, we don't even get that far to get through. We made 6 minutes with some skips.
Hell no! That backdash was like, nah! I ain't taking no risk.
Oh my goodness. Pressure's on. Absolutely incredible from Latif, who is just feeling so good right now. And just... But I'll take this... I mean, Ramlethal used to be what was known as a shooting character, right? Before... She was a shooting character before she got changed to what she is now. So, like Nagayuki, a one-shot character. Makes it so scary. But Latif's defense, on display here at least. Damascus, come on, man.
Strategy sometimes. Latif not getting hit indeed. 5D! And gets the blue RC as well with
There,
the
perfect. You see that nice from Latif. All right, on the board. Feeling the pressure, right? He gets annoyed because characters like Ramlethal, all they need is that one hit to get going and just erase your character from existence. So he's just like, this is what I have to do. Like what Zato does is tough to deal with. When he gets momentum, your life can evaporate and you just get frustrated because of him being a puppet character and having that kind of thing. I think there was like people talked about it. Most Zato players downplay. They say like they downplay his positioning in tier lists. Oh my god, that throw did so much. Whatever that means, right? They were like, well, the data shows that this character is this good, but the players always consistently put him lower where he actually is, according to like the data. So it's really funny to see that Zato players are like, they got called out as like #1 down players, and I found that really funny. Like that, bro, that's rude.
What's happening? Getting a bit more. Latif gonna put the pressure on Zando. Zando in the corner. He's gonna 6P Eddie right now. But watch out, invite hell into the blue RC to go for the mix. And now Eddie's back. Zando, you've got to block, and you can't. Another mix coming your way.
Zando's fine. He ain't trying to block. He just needs that hit. He's fine. It's Ramlethal. He killed Eddie. He got 6P'd. Whatever. What are you gonna do here? He's gonna run in and get hit. That's funny. Zando's gonna block with his face, and I appreciate that.
Let's go for this. Latif saving the first match point, and now looking to make it against you.
But then counter hit Rekka. Oh my god, the damage off counter hit Rekka, bro. Counter hit Rekka, and your life is forfeit into a hard knockdown positive bonus. The scariest RC, but my man did. Oh, your advantage, my advantage. Zando is wild. And Latif's dead. He literally can't do anything. But with full screen burst, that changes. That changes. There was the reset, but you no longer die from Ramlethal hitting you crouching and hitting you with the sword shot.
And Latif takes a moment to reconsider his approach. He's been putting a lot.
Just imagine that. You are no longer automatically gonna die from those situations. If you see the second sword come out, you burst full screen, you get Ramlethal no longer has her swords available, and now she has to suffer.
The spacing is immaculate. It's so crisp. But you're right? And he's only got a couple of attacks, right? Yeah, he can do leap and he can do pierce up, but he's always trying to make Xander whip a button. That's why it's so sick.
Like, absolutely insane play. But, just knowing that that's a change in Season 2, Season 3 with the burst is incredible. Alright, there's the big bite. The nom nom nom, but, Zando, never say never. One hit away from finishing the job, but then Zando's like, I'm only one hit away from turning this around, but, hit him with the meat masher.
I respect that. I respect that. Let's see. Eddie a bit, but the trade is
Oh god. Zando's throws are so solid. And this is this is full power. This is not full power Ramlethal, but this is still Ramlethal being an extremely good character on the hands of players like Zondo. This was back when Super Noon didn't make the full switch to Bridget yet. Still playing Ramlethal, doing really good. And then of course a player like SQ, doing amazing stuff as well with the character. Dead, just gone, absolutely just freaking gone. That's crazy, right? This is such a big match, though, because it dictates who gets that momentum and going. And that's something that Latif doesn't want to give up, but loses little Eddie immediately. And Zondo loses a sword, so it's kind of even in that sense.
I think that's not a bad trade, right? He got 2S afterwards, but he's not in the corner. I'll take that as a win. I'd be threatening the throw attempt there. Latif.
Rocka, rocka, rocka. Waka, waka.
Oh, he didn't let him land. I think he tried to hit him out of the JD. Look at the red.
But then meanwhile, Latif is just like, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Do you not know who I am? Do you not remember? I am Latif, the greatest Zato in the world. This is one of those situations where it's spooky, because Zato gets a hard knockdown, and has bar, and gets a chase down, and like you're pretty much just dead at this point. Like, there's the big blast attack. Done. Done. Absolutely done. Calvados minimum damage is a joke, bro. It is just absolutely insane how much that does. They had to nerf that super because it just did an it did too much. It was one of the best supers at just dealing damage on the wall.
Zando is 1 up after the bracket reset. Latif. He's great going down. He's great going now. He's great going. There we go. Sun Void. Make sure that Eddie Me is nice and replenished for this screen transition.
This is like, okay, Latif's like, okay, I got to turn this up. It's going for overheads, more pressure, and it's just like, I have to get this going or else I'm screwed. Like, I feel so screwed. It is not a good spot as Latif is just trying to get something going. That's the hard part because Latif is powered by anger. Latif gets always like, he's so good when he gets like annoyed. And right now he's using that like frustration to try to put on the offense. But Zando's defense managing to avoid like the easy hits off the overhead and letting Latif get free damage. And look at that. Look at this go. We have meter for this. This is a one-touch scenario. Any hit right now is gonna be the round. Told you. All it takes is like a little bit of chip, a little bit of pressure, one hit with a good starter, and that's a wrap. As long as it's not like a light attack, like a punch or a kick, then you're gonna be a-okay.
That was the moment.
You were saying about how he's not been doing it that often.
Yep. The 5P to keep him in check, but not gonna be much damage. Latif gets the throw. Eddie sent there and he immediately converts. On the Amogus, no.
Oh, but then Zando's just like, peace out, and then now we're at dead territory. We're literally, if Latif gets hit, that's a wrap, and there it is. And Zando wasn't doing that at all until like that game. He was not using Dust at all to open up Latif, and he saved it for that one game to put that in Latif's mind and have that available to utilize. And it really showed off there, right? Where he's saving his options, and it's paying off because if the first Dust hit, it worked. The second one later on, he's really not over-relying on it and doing an effective job of really making it work for him. Now Latif's literally at, if I get hit, I die. Latif is literally like, I get hit, I die right now. It's so scary. But if you can't kill Zondo, he's going to have a chance. He has meter too. You're going to try to pierce him and make him lose his meter, but... Oh no. This is where it ends. There's the Dust again to finish it every time. Third Dust is a charm, and this is just like... Zando's doing a good job of blocking the Dust. Latif hasn't blocked a single one, so that's 3 in a row, and that's 3 rounds he lost because of Dust. And that puts Zando at tournament point to qualify for the ARC World Tour Final Falls here. And also winning the mix-up.
Okay, the oppose works this time.
But Eddie's gone. That's the problem. Eddie's 100% gone, and this is the spooky spot. Oh my god, Latif is such a bad spot. It's so hard right now.
Yellow RC, giving some space. Got to watch out. Eddie's in. Forced to block. No, we get the air throw into the corner. Latif with one mix needed to save that first match point.
There we go. Latif didn't finish off the job, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh my god, the save. Oh my god, the save. I'm sweaty and I'm not even playing. Zando, still one match point.
Zando is literally on the cusp here. Latif is doing their best just to stay alive in this. Just to stay alive. It's the same thing with like Jiro. But the problem is Latif doesn't get that sudden burst of energy that Jiro got, because look at this already. Positive bonus Ramlethal, one of the strongest things in this current iteration of the game that they're playing right here. Once she has all these resources to move forward and have just endless pressure, essentially. 6P, forces the block, catches the backdash, and that's a wrap. He can't believe it. I love his face. Did I? I just did it. He can't believe it. I love his reaction so much. He's shook. My man is playing on like the duct tape stick, bro. It's actually insane, and he does it. I just love his face when he comes the victor. I love this look. It's so good. It's just like, I did it. I made it. I'm the winner. I made it to ARC World Tour Finals. Super proud of that dude. Absolutely stellar performance here from the one and only Zando McDondo. So now we got Happy Chaos, Soul Bad Guy, Gold Lewis, and Ramlethal. So that leaves 3 qualifiers left for the ARC World Tour Finals. Thank y'all for bearing with as we're going through all of them. It's been about a little over an hour as we're watching this, doing this retrospective. This is the Season 2 retrospective as we're just catching up on all the crazy action of Season 2. Guilty Gear Strive, as it happened last year, across many events after EVO. So now we're going to Fighter's Spirit, where we're going to have another amazing event featuring players from Asia. Spirit Zero. Let's mute this really quick. And this is going to be a grand final set between Japan's Mochi versus South Korea's own Dark Necro Nagoriyuki. So we have our first one where both players are playing characters that have already qualified into the finals. So here we go. Grand finals. Mochi Soul versus Dark Necro Nagoriyuki. And then everyone's popping off. Dark Necro is the crowd favorite. They're really wanting to see him make it happen here. Mochi is one of the favorite players, one of the best players of Guilty Gear Strive. And the player they're all looking towards to making, to really have to be like the guy to beat. But Dark Necro, their like master Nagoriyuki is also really, really good. And it's fun to see them compete. And then boom, Dark Necro strikes first blood. And the crowd is just super excited to see him do it. Excuse me. That would be a fun event to go to, I think. Getting to check that out, I think, would be super duper cool. The Dark Necro is still on a tear. I love it. Still taking it to Mochi. Considering that Mochi is in the winner side, and Dark Necro just strikes back again. It's doing so well right now, right? Oh, look at Dark Necro go. I'm telling you. He is just on it. I mean, also, like, seeing other players really doing some good stuff. And I'm just, like, ecstatic to watch him to really bring out a super strong Nagaryuki and really showcasing the South Korea scene. Oh my goodness, they're just popping off. I love it. The energy's so good. Looking nigh unstoppable. Until Dark Necro is just like, I need to go 2-up, and then he gets the spin. He does it. He just puts him in the cycle, and you hear the South Korea crowd going off. And that's the energy you love to see. That's the energy you love to hear. Is everyone just going buck wild, and it's fantastic. I love hearing this alternate voice for Soul Bad Guy. It stands out so much. But then Mochi's activated. Look at that. Finally putting some rounds onto Dark Necro and trying to answer the call here. But they start getting a little frisky. You think like he's not going to do it. You think he ain't going to do it. Excuse me. God, what a good punish on the bringer. Everything's just coming up Dark Necro. Look at him just tear right through. Doesn't finish the job, but man, Dark Necro's offense is absolutely stellar. A back city. 5D city. Oh my god, Mochi. Doesn't get a wall break, but then Dark Necro's like, let's reset this. I love watching this. It's so good. But I love that Mochi doesn't make it easy. And you see the amount of damage that he took. You see how much damage Dark Necro took there, and it's just getting spooky now. Bandit Bringer gets in. Break the guard, put the pressure. It's a one-touch game now. Oh my god, Mochi, what a god. Absolutely stellar 6 heavy. Off the IB. Just crazy good how well he implemented that in there. It's fantastic. Bro hit him with the stop. Cut that shit out. Oh, pounded him into the ground. And then Mochi's this early burster. I mean, I like it. I get hit early. That's fine. I'm going to let it rip. I think early burst is probably one of the best kind of ways you can burst. Don't save it. Get hit early and let it rock. As long as it's not like a certain kind of counter hit, just blow it up and get out of that pressure. But never burst jump heavy. That's been like a staple of Guilty Gear since XX. Bande! Ooh, more like a band-aid after that one. You're going to need that. Getting hit? Yeah. So good from Dark Necro. No, doesn't go for super, though. It could have been... I honestly think getting a hard knockdown was exactly what they needed, but that was such a good read on situation. BRC forward, backdash, and again, reset point. Dark Necro keeps getting so close. But Mochi, oh god, Mochi. Oh my life. Guess for game. And you guessed wrong. Goddamn Mochi. This man went, whoa. His decision making on offense. Every player's offensive in these grand finals have been just crazy good. Dark Necro especially, but then Mochi just needs those little bit of chances to do it. And he's showing how you can navigate around Nagoriyuki's buttons. And really, like, I think a lot of that comes down to the Bandit Bringer usage off of the run. There's not been any, like, callouts for it. And with level 2 blood being so high, that puts Dark Necro in such a scary spot. Has a burst, but doesn't even use it. And that's the hard part, right? Oof. So now we're 2-2. Even though Dark Necro was on the cusp of taking the win and right there to get a reset, Mochi is just big chilling. Mochi is always like the most relaxed. This dude is like leaning back so good in this chair. He's playing on his snack box micro. He'll be the second, when he wins, he'll be the second snack box micro qualified player. Where Umisho uses pad, Nubenheimer uses snack box micro, Zando used arcade stick, and then Mochi using snack box micro. Skill, I believe, is an arcade stick user, and Gobo's arcade stick. So a good mix of a little bit of everything. Such a great spot. Dark Necro's reading the situations. I would have liked to maybe see a RC instead, but finishes the job there. And again, for like the third time in a row, reset point. My man's working so hard. He is working so damn hard. And Mochi's like, that's cool, bro. Oh my god. Oh. I hear the crowd so well in this video. Every big hit is a big pop. And Mochi's just like, I'm gonna walk. I'm good. Bringers out. RC. Oh, here we go. Oh no, Dark Necro, you had one job. And then now it's down to the wire now, even though Dark Necro had such a good lead. Tournament point for Mochi, who just challenges and checks and just goes on a tear. Oh no. Everything Dark Necro did is just falling. It's just crumbling. His lead, his life, his hopes of qualifying for Arc World Tour Finals, and that's it. Mochi finishes the job and pops off. Feels good about it. A weird little hug. As like, yeah, he felt good, and he's just proud of himself. What a good dude. Aw, now kiss. Aw, he's even upset about it. It's so good. He can't believe it. He made it. That's a dream come true right there. Good on him. Good on him. Wonderful set between the two. And that's your next qualified player. The second sole bad guy. After skill, Mochi. Leading us to Arc Revo Japan. 2022 Strive Top 8. Here we go. Arc System Works streamed it. It's a 8-hour long video. So let's just make sure we get to the grand finals of Guilty Gear Strive and enjoy that. So here we go. Arc Revo Japan Grand Finals. Gobo on the right. Sans his favorite hat. Going up against T.Y. Giovanna. The world's strongest Giovanna versus the world's strongest Gold Lewis. Oh, wait, sorry. T.Y. starts with Chip. Right. It's been a while since I've watched this. Chip, very considered a really, really strong character. Super good. Our second Chip we see after Bean from Seotaku. And again, this is December 4th. Seotaku happening in September 25th. So a good many months apart. This is kind of a call out. This is like, hey, I don't want to see you using Zato, so I'm going to use Chip just to make sure that you can't use that character. And at this point, it's a guarantee that TOI makes it in, as Gobu already qualified for our World Tour over Jiro. So no matter what happens here, TOI qualifies. It's like there's nothing to it, right? Like at the end of the day, he will be your champion and make it into Arc World Tour in the finals. So try to use a Chip here, and showcases a strong Chip. I mean, that's a good offense, good matchup awareness, but Gobo just needs only so many hits. And again, that's Chip, right? Oh my God, the air throw! Look how much damage that did, by the way. That's nuts. Regular throw, good chunk of your life, and now you just got to guess for game. Yeah. No way out. Oh my God, the guard break. That's so good. Launch him up, get him to hit with the jump heavy. That was just immaculate stuff from Gobu. Tries the Chip again. I like that from TY. This is the number one thing, right? Get Gold Loose in the corner and maul him. Wait for him to whiff. But then you have situations like this, where like, oops, you traded. Oops, you lost like 75% because you traded a move. This TY being like, this is the life of being a Chip player, huh? This is what every Chip has got to deal with, right? That's right. It don't get any easier ever for Chip. That's the classic weakness of a character like this, right? Oh, well, if he gets hit, he dies. But his offense is amazing. His buttons are amazing. He's smothering. He's fast. Damage is solid. But if you hit him, he falls to pieces. Even if he has like some of the best mobility in the game, that's fine. Oof. Alpha Blado. And you see this good stuff. I mean, until he gets counter hit. Until he gets counter hit, didn't die from it, but still. Both just swinging from the fences, trying to get something. This is the best look TY's had. But it's the only look he's going to have until he wakes up with it. Okay. And the crowd goes, I hear the golf claps. I like it. All right. Altimiro. Yeah, I mean, I want to see. I forget. Did TY win a game with Chip? Or is he forced to go to character select immediately after losing to Gobu? But right now, he's taking it to him. Super's there, right? Rekka Super is such a good tactic. Such a good tool. Come on, TY. There's the burst out. There's a chance. There's a chance for Gold Lewis to get it in. And then there you go. Just a great uppercut there from TY. Just absolutely stellar. You see the blinks like, oh my God. I got away with it. 1-1. Again, another great set. We saw this with Jiro versus Gobu of just stellar back and forth between both players. Every time, has that meter ready for it. Oh my God. TY's confirmations, super solid. Sushi. Oh no! Oh my goodness. But doing a good job bringing it back around. Boop. To block. Too far away though. Messes with the punish, so unfortunate, but still, it's okay though. And the Gobu's like, wait a minute, folks. Again, back and forth is just always good. And again, it's funny just seeing these big hits come out. I mean, Chip being a character that's fast enough to whiff punish some of them consistently. But at the same time, if he messes up, man, if he messes up, oh boy. Oh my god. Again, this is something. Jiro didn't do this. Jiro didn't want to scramble with Gobu because of just how scary it is trying to scramble against him. But, I mean, never say never. You know what it is. Whiff punish, Rekka super. Chip Sanoff is very straightforward when it comes to, like, what he wants. Wants that 50% meter just to get those confirms into the super for the wall break. And then he can get a safe jump into just crazy pressure. So that is just typical game plan for Chip. And it works very effectively. And you're seeing a great job from TY on this. Oh my god, that just took out all of Chip's teeth. That's rough. No Beta Blade, which is surprising. Just trying to, I love it, I love it, I love it. Just trying to force Gobu to make a mistake. Trying to see him just like actually do something wrong, and look at that. Oh, here we go. Every time, that meter usage is so strong. Always into the corner too, which is really good. Again, that knockdown with the wall break, and now it's a one-touch game. Yep. Hell yeah. TY Chip, man, super solid. I love watching this. This dude is so good. Oh man, Goku's like, hold on, hold on, hold on. Don't think it's gonna be so easy. Oh, never mind, yep. Your life is forfeit, bro. Get out of here. Oh, look at him go. Look at him go. Gobu's on a tear. This man is flying with this character. I love it. Oh, yeah. GG, next game. Not afraid to go down with the system. And there it is, TY going for broke, knowing that there is no way that Gobu can switch off this character for this set, no matter what happens, right? Can lock in the tried and true, the blue Giovanna. I cannot play that color because that is the TY color. And this is what we're here for. This is the best part, right? Giovanna makes her appearance into the finals. Grand finals showing, and it's gonna be super fun as we're gonna see one of my favorite Strive characters, and adding another new character to the wrinkle of characters that made it to grand finals and qualified for Arc World Tour Finals 2022.
みたいな記事みたいな本当にそういう作戦の可能性ありますねこれは。そして万一ジオが通らなかったとしてもリセットになります。オペレーションジオバーナ。
Operation Giovanna. I like it. His Giovanna is just so immaculate. The blueprint for this character. Always considered very, very strong, but very straightforward. So being effective can be difficult. But TY's like fundamentals in Guilty Gear, his fundamentals in Guilty Gear and overall just presence of mind, really outstanding. Just dash 5K, dash in, gets the uppercut, gets the full conversion, and the tournament point. Giving Gold Lewis no room to maneuver. Again, different avenue of chip. Still very fast on the ground. But dash 5K super strong. But has to be careful still because Gold Lewis with the jumps. Very scary. Oh, God. Well, that's a good, that's a great Gobo round. Okay, there's a punish. It's going in. Gets the throw. That's a half-life gone. And at a point where you can still bring it back. There's no reversal here. There's a burst for Gobu, and that's it. Throw again. Strike throw. What do you know? And that's a wrap. He takes it with the throw RC. TY qualifies for Arc World Tour. Not by taking second to Gobo, by beating Gobo 3-2. TY qualifies, finishing it off with Giovanna. Absolutely stellar player. Absolutely stellar performance from the best Giovanna in the world. And that is your second to last Arc World Tour Finals qualifier. Because from Japan, that leads us all the way back to America for Frosty Fausting's 2023 Guilty Gear Strive Grand Finals. The one and only Vodmute versus Demonetization. Sorry. The one and only Latif in his second Arc World Tour's final appearance. This time going up against the US's own and New York's own Tempest NYC, formerly known as Tempest Romeo, from BB Tag to Guilty Gear Strive, an absolute monster. Let's jump in to Grand Finals. Tempest in the winner's side, Latif in losers. We saw last time Latif was in a Grand Finals, he was on the winner's side, and Zonda was the one who beat him 2 sets to take the tournament, where Latif here has to beat Tempest 2 sets in a row. This is Leo represented in the event in Grand Finals, where this is the first Leo appearance we see in a Grand Finals for Arc World Tour qualifier. This is our second Zato, being that this was Latif's second chance and the last chance for anybody to make it into Arc System Works big event.
Nobody got hit with that dust yet, man. Oh, caught him in the air. That's why he caught the wall bounce. Very unfortunate.
Boop, 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 boop.
I don't think that was a minor error there. I don't think he tried to hold up there.
And then just, yeah, you see Tempest, you know, one of the best players to do with this character. Him, Razzo, and Tampa Never Sleep's own player have like putting the character on the map and really showcasing that I think the US has always had this character on lock and it did an effective job, even if a lot of the players who played him have moved away from the character a little bit.
Hands up like a pack of Legos, block everything out, 2K starter, hard knockdown DP. Everything turns around right now.
Would you see all this good stuff? As you know, Tempest just doing what he does best. Taking the game. And again, Leo tried and true. I mean, Tempest played May and the outset, but then made the switch, over to Leo Whitefang, just so he can you know, exert the way he likes to play, and that's heavy rush down, forcing 50-50s, making you guess, and just really putting heavy pressure on you, you know?
Once he catches momentum, good luck. As I said before, these guys were actually playing a lot of sets against each other before the tournament even started. So there's a lot of data collected by both of these guys. This is not their first dance, let me tell you.
So Latif already on the back foot. Tempest only needed to win one set to qualify, be the last qualifier, making it so that we have a third North American player in the ARC World Tour Finals, being that Nubenheimer and Umasho already qualified. Tempest getting out, but using the meter for it, so it's tough, right? Eisenstormu! Rip Eisenstorm 2023. That move is no longer invulnerable. It will no longer be a wake-up move. Only the slash version will. But that's fine because it's still a combo tool. And the slash version of it is still really good as an anti-air. It's just you're not guaranteed to get a hard knockdown anymore. So that's a big part, right? Really good as Latif is just answering back and really showcasing. I mean, we have North America has like really good Zados, but Latif is that extra level where he is just definitive, right? And I think every region has it, right? In the Europe EMEA region, it's Latif. Again, it was Leffen was a part of that before he switched to Happy Chaos. Sechi, I think, is really up there, but Latif like leading the pack. In Japan, it was all about Gobo, and then North America, Jonathan Tene and Peppery Splash being the Zato players who really defined the character over here in this side of the country. We go low, and then you go out of here. Latif on the board and feeling good.
I like that though, man. A lot of people are exposing guard point a lot more.
Yeah, as they should. It's such a strong thing for Leo. We've seen that cut through a lot of what Zato wants to do on his normal. So, layers upon layers.
Let's go, one apiece. Latif certainly feels the pressure. For the burst of life, though, we'll see as the set moves on, moves forward. Watch that Medusa's head. It's out there. Okay, we retreated. We need Eddie. We need help. There it is. We back nice and healthy. Loving that, man. Follow the flow first. Follow through.
That distance. Get that hard knockdown BP. Avoid it as much as possible.
It's that good stuff. It's that good stuff. Latif feeling it. Latif feeling super good right now. Calling out Tempest's tendencies. Even if Tempest is getting the kills on Little Eddie. Oh my god. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there?
Take your shoes off. I'll be home in a minute.
The grab the side switch.
Woo!
Burst, but this again, Pierce situation pushing Tempest into the corner. The dust too far out though.
It's still kind of like Latif's standard game plan. Does an effective job with it. Just not like getting like too overly cheeky, but just making sure that the solid pressure with the mix-ups afterwards are always really, really good. And you see it even there. Just always has that little bit of mix sprinkled in so effectively and very hard to see. But neutral's always been a key thing. Even if Tempest gets the kill on Little Eddie, we're out of there. We're just going to fly away. Crazy that this character is getting nerfed. A lot of negative changes to Zato in season 3. So what we're seeing here, I think we're gonna see a lot less Zato players all the way throughout. So they're gonna have to. They have plenty of time for the other Arc World events. So I imagine that I know we're seeing like some of them switching to Asuka. We'll see other ones, but it's unfortunate. Even if he was consistently doing well and making like top 8s in tournaments and having like good proceedings, they just decided to really just turn him down a bit. So unfortunate for the enthusiasts who really did a good job of him. But now I can see Latif 2 games straight. on the cusp of getting the getting a reset. Because, man, Latif, after getting second place at the mix-up, after getting second place to Zondo, even after being on the winner's side, he has a chip on his shoulder. And I don't mean Chip Zanoff, you know? Ooh. So good. Latif on top of things so effectively. And he can afford to take a little bit of damage. Being on positive bonus means that he can just wire C at any given moment. Or just up back. There you go. Same, yeah, right there on the cusp. Already clean hit. And there's no best from Tempest doesn't want to do an early burst. And that's kind of the rough part of it, right? You're saving your burst for really, really late. And it's going to be a full combo damage where you can't burst out of it. What do you do with Tempest? All you can do is hope and pray. It's going to be a defensive, has to be a defensive burst there, yeah? Kills little Eddie, but can't take a hit. Yeah, the end. Latif, clean 3 games straight, absolutely running through Tempest after Tempest took that first game pretty handily, you know? I'm somewhere in the audience. Chillaxing. Latif powering up.
I'll be around too as well. A lot more action. Less tournaments, more hanging out, dancing and having fun, but the seriousness still is going on right now. Once again, we've reset the bracket, and this is it.
This is great, man. This is what it's all about. I don't want to see nothing free. I want to see it well earned, okay?
Yes. And that's what's happening right now. Latif honestly is pushing Tempest to the limit, but then again, once the reset of the bracket happens, you know, the other person starts to think, okay, all right, I got some data. I understand how you want to play. Have that extra set to go, and now I know what you want to do.
All right. Final set of the tournament here. The final qualifier. Zato and Latif. Leo Whitefang and Tempest. Winner of this goes to the Arc World Tour Finals in California. The highlight of Season 2.
Loving the defense right here, but that risk meter is cranking, so that's going to multiply the damage.
Latif feeling good here. Latif looking great. Look, there's not really been any answer from Tempest. He has not turned it around, has not found a way to maintain pressure and to stop Latif from busting out.
Will seal the deal, deleting that DP off the table, taking him down. Latif with the first round of this reset.
DP, stop calling it DP. I hate that they call Flash Kick a DP. They call it a DP. They call it a Flash Kick when it's just Eisensturm. Eisensturm's such a good name. DPs, I don't know, like just 2 syllables. Eisensturm. Buddy. Pal. Probably the biggest damage that Tempest has gotten in a while. Finally able to crack open Latif and put on pressure, which he really wasn't able to beforehand.
Wow, no burst available. We are almost. Oh my God! I thought it was gonna splat, bro.
About to email Dice right now. Fix this, please.
Absolutely well done here. Latif, 4 games straight, just every little thing is just adds up so well, and has just really forced Tempest to just feel the pressure right now.
I can't actually. No, I just can't.
It's too close.
That and it's, you know, it's a New Yorker.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You gotta rep your scene.
It's tough, man.
Again, getting rid of little Eddie is so prominent in this, especially so close to the corner, because it just enables Tempest to just go ham.
Tough for the open up, though. It's looking like POC presents on Christmas. Open this man up. Yes, sir. Cross up. What are we gonna do? The low, the FD. I'm telling you, he's trying to push.
And then just bingo, baby. No problem.
I'm enjoying this. Getting that slash at that distance is very, got a very good point. Pointing out that the fact that
Swinging, we're winging it. I like it. What do we do here if you're Latif? Because this is Tempest finally got on the board. Finally is feeling like some weight off his shoulder, off their shoulders, but now,
rough right here. Tempest is up around, so this is not bad at all.
This is what he needs. I mean, Tempest just needs that one hit to go ham. Good answers, though. But with the meter here, yeah, can't afford an RC there, sadly. Really brave attempt, but too far away.
All right. Tit for tat. Pretty much burst even. Yep,
Tit for tat.
Get it any moment now.
All right.
They fakes the cross up, stays on the same side. Tempest did get hit, but the Pierces didn't hit in combination with anything.
Oh my God. Such a bad look right now if you're Latif. The walk back is so scary here. You can only defend the run through so much. It's so spooky.
Wow, that was a dash counter hit jab. He still had
All right, that's a round. And that ties up 1-1. But that's the big thing. Latif still isn't blocking tap dust. That's been a pain point for him against Zando and now against Tempest. Is tap dust just really opens them up. He's so good at jumping out when time needs to be, but tap dust is so fast that it's getting him caught. Oh my goodness. There's Latif going all in. But then the wake is no hard knockdown means that, yeah, Tempest can just push out with it and start getting things going. Oh my God, what an answer. I mean, it is Zato's turn, it is Latif's turn, but getting caught out like that, and then that's just going to be like close to the round right there, bingo.
I think the wind is blowing east this time around.
Good look for Tempest though. And then an answer to just, oh my goodness. Tempest is the master of Eisenstern. He always knows when to get out there. Always so good at just mixing up using it. And that's like the worst fireball you can reflect. The fact that fireball dissipates, even especially after it gets reflected, at least it prevents Zato from having to block it. But at the same time, it's just like you don't get the reward for sending it back. Yeah, easy enough. Chip out, no problem. Not much you can do here. You're just gonna get clapped on.
It was a setup. 2P easily. Latif, game to game, round to round.
What was he clapping at? A talent show? Jesus Christ.
Oh, wait a minute. Gonna see a burst soon from Latif. Oh, wow. I think Tempest just charged down. Oh, unfortunate. That I think was a critical miss that would have kept Latif in it and possibly would have given him the opportunity to get the lead in the set, but then does a really bad unfortunate burst. So losing the meter, hitting tap dust, same as what happened against Zando. Another big tap dust, another big, not a knockdown, but the BRC to make a checkmate. Tap dust again, I'm telling you. Latif just cannot deal with tap dust. And at least a match point Tempest, as Latif is just like, these tap dusting pieces of crap. God dang it. Somebody save me.
To end up in the Arc Rebel finals later down the pipeline, which is going to be exciting because there's going to be nothing but killers. Everybody's trying to be in that top echelon of competition to see who could be the greatest in the world.
That's right. It could be that way, or Latif could make the comeback.
All right. Latif playing at an angle is kind of weird. But I guess he's just used to that and also doesn't want his opponents like to see his buttons at all. Oh, here we go.
Oh my God, all momentum right now is on the side of Tempest. Look at that snipe, the backdash with the fall slash. Good block with the overhead.
Such a quick round. Oh, wait, it's more pressure. Right. There he goes. There he go. Brother. Tempest on tournament point. Cusp of being qualified. Latif, frustrated as been the bridesmaid. potential to be a bridesmaid once more. The only person to get second place at 2 Arc World Tour qualifying events to two different players.
Damn it, that crosser. We're not ready for it. You can grab it. There was a big gap in between, but it's just so much to look for.
That's true. So many options. Rotate, the jump D trade. Not that bad. Tempest a lot of help to play with. That was a bad transaction.
Good block on the he homes you.
Yeah, Tempest can block tap dust. Side swap. Latisse last chance here. Literal last chance. Like just like Yipe said. Tap dust again. That'll do. My man.
Oh, that's victory! And Tempest is your Frosty champion. He will be going on to
Tempest. Oh, the fish shake. Oh, there we go. And good stuff here. As Latif is going to let him get a second here to compose himself. Great job. Nice little hug. And your final qualifying warrior, the champion of Frosty Faustings, the one and only Tempest NYC, one of the hardest working players when it comes to competing, man. What a monster. And that is your final qualifier. We now have the 8 players qualified for the Arc World Tour Finals. Umisho from the USA with the Happy Chaos. Skill from France with Soul Bad Guy. Gobu winning Rev Major 2022 with the Gold Lewis Dickinson. Nubenheimer with the Nagoriyuki winning Sea Otaku. Xanda winning the mix-up with Ramlethal. Mochi winning Fighter Spirit with Soul Bad Guy. Mochi from Japan. Xanda from Israel. Nubenheimer from USA. Gobu from Japan. TY from Japan winning Arc Revo Japan with a combination of Chip and Giovanna. And then finally, Tempest NYC from the North America region from USA winning with Leo Whitefang. So 2 repeat characters in Seoul. But at the end of the day, it all comes down to the grand finals of the tournament. The grand finale between 2 stellar players here. Welcome to the Arc World Tour Finals 2022. And the 2 players from Japan qualifying for the grand finals. Skill getting a massive 3rd place. Big ups to Skill for making it that far. Doing a stellar job, but falling to Mochi. Leading us to our grand finals. The biggest, the highest skill tournament of 2023 next to EVO. The highlight of Season 2. TY versus Mochi. Giovanna versus Soul Bad Guy. Grand Finals. Arc Revo World Tour. And this is the only video. This is the first video I found. We have the Japanese commentary, but big ups to the commentary team for the North America side. Ringe, Tasty Steve, James Chen, and Sejam. So out of those 8 players that made it thus far, they all fell to at the end of the day, the 2 that remained on top, both from Japan, all Japanese grand finals. The only 2 players from Japan, right? And here they are, making it happen, Captain. And TY going ham. TY Giovanna, the best Giovanna in the business. And you got to remember, this tournament happened in March. It has been many months, 6 months since then. We've seen plenty of other Season 2 tournaments, but we're going to highlight this as one of the biggest highlights of the Season 2 season with the Arc World Tour Finals. We've had 2 qualifying events so far for the Arc World Tour 2023. And quite a good amount of qualifiers so far for it, right? And we'll go over that soon. Because those are a highlight of Season 2 as well. But I think this would be a good spot to, like, well, I don't know. Season 2 is still going on. This is a season retrospective, so I might go through the rest of those grand finals up until Evolution, since that recently happened. But Mochi taking that first game. Remember, Season 2 didn't end here. This is a highlight of Season 2. But we are moving on from that. I mean, we watched the Season 1 tournament, so might as well watch the other major Arc Revo Season 2 events. So we can send off Season 2 with a bang. Speaking of a bang, there comes TY. But again, this is just such a masterclass of Guilty Gear Strive, as both players just matching each other's pace so effectively. Just maintaining that pressure, knowing when to de-escalate situation, and calculating it so well. But Mochi's spacing, Mochi's timing is so effective. Already Mochi waking up, making life hard for TY, who is really struggling against the placement of the normals from Mochi. And overall, Mochi's like spacing has just been overall perfect. Oh, Ugaba. Tied into the rave. Not to kill, but now you gotta guess. Hero burst. You gotta do it, but it doesn't matter. Gotta do it, but it doesn't matter. And there's just 5 qualifying events left, at least for now, for the Arc Revo World Tour. Sea Otaku's coming up, Arc Revo Japan, Rev Major, Battle Coliseum, and then Frosty Faustings. Where's Battle Coliseum? Oh, Brazil! Hell yeah! Good, South America's finally getting a qualifying event. That's awesome. I mean, USA is getting 3 events. Evolution is technically a worldwide event, but that's still it, right? Sea Otaku and Frosty Faustings. Japan is getting one with Arc Revo. South America with Brazil, Battle Coliseum. Rev Major getting one is cool again. Then we've seen Battle Arena Melbourne, so that's going to be, Oceania getting one. Head Stomper as well, which was a great event. That's EU getting 3 qualifiers, right? Because Head Stomper was in Malmo, Sweden. Yeah, so Sweden, Brussels, which is in Belgium, and then recently Versus Fighting, which was in Birmingham. Oh, look at Mochi. Mochi just finding a way, trying to get this hit and get this win. Tap dust. Didn't cancel. TY feeling good about it. Full power Giovanna. Great YRC. Brave YRC, but a good one nonetheless. Goddamn. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, I love these changes. I love these combos from Giovanni with the side swaps. Didn't use the bar for the hard knockdown, which is a choice, but felt comfortable having the meter and positive bonus. So here we go. 5K 2D not being a real combo, or any button into 2D. 2D being as big a button as it is, not being able to combo anyway except for counter hits is a little tricky. But the reward for a counter hit 2D is still pretty big, right? Nice crossover. And that puts TY on the board. Excellently done. TY doing a good job, but Mochi's big showing still. Mochi's just never phased, bro. It's crazy. But Mochi's just so good at putting this placement here. SDP, Volcanic Viper getting the check, getting confirms off 2P airborne hits. Reading the situation with the full combo is gonna get the wall break too. Just massive mastermind, man. Mochi's brain is so good, and then the whip punish. Jesus Christ! Give her a toenail clipping to end all that. Oh my God. So reset point for Mochi. Even though TY is in Grand Finals winner side, Mochi is now just making Giovanna have to hope for the best. Ikimasu. Nice answer. Into the side swap, and now we're at essentially going to be a one-touch game right now. Anything Mochi does is going to get that reset. Be it a grab, be it a hit, be it an anti-air. It don't matter. Up backs. Hops away. Has meter, though. Got to respect it. There it is. Oh, that was so good. Found the jump hit, got the tap dust. Bridget is dancing, having a good time. We got a reset of Arc World Tour Finals. The best Guilty Gear player in the world is about to be crowned right here and now between TY and Mochi. Dang, Seicham's Japanese is really good. Oh, wait, hold on. They're in the bottom right corner. My bad. You got the crew of 4 just having a good time chilling and talking about it. Dang, Tasty C's Japanese is getting good too. Look at him go. Always Melbourne. Melbourne and raised. That's the only place in Australia that gets any love, right? Sydney folks stay molding. I'm sorry. All right, Shin Grand Finals here. So this is the run back. This is the last chance for TY to be crowned the best in the world with Giovanna and put Giovanna on the map. But it's Mochi who has the momentum from winning the last set, you know? Oh, baby. Oh, whiff punish. Oh, my God. I love it. TY is so good. Once he gets the chance here. But then Mochi's just like, you know what? RC, Night Raid Vortex. I'm in your face now. Pick a god and pray. But nice for Mochi, for TY. Tap Dust is so good. Tap Dust in every finals has been so effective. With meter has just been crushing it. And I think that's just been a consistent thing we've seen throughout all of the grand finals. Neutral. 2D. Oh my God, corner to corner, your life. Ah! Poor TY. Guessed wrong once. And now he's dead. Next roundo. Ugh. Goddamn, Mochi. You are such a boss. The final boss, even. Even with Leffen taking Evo and taking a big victory tournament, Mochi is still the best in the world right now. Until the next champion of the Arc World Tour Finals. Mochi should have like automatically qualified. They should bring this year's winner of this right here. They should bring Mochi automatically to the Arc World Tour Finals 2024. Or 2023 technically. Technically. But not really. Knock knock. Knock knock. Down to the wire. But then the safe jump, the block, the patience. Will it at least amount to what TY needs? Ah! So good. Oh my God. Oh my God. In out, in out, in and out. I don't mean the burgers either. Guess for game. Guess for game. Oh, not enough, but okay. Oh, TY feels that pressure. Nice 5P into 6P finds a stray hit as just a sigh of relief. But you just see how much momentum Mochi is carrying from getting the reset and now just maintaining all this pressure. Bandit Rebolba into the back throw. Party time. Let's go. Oh, not a good look for TY. Scrambling. Scrambling. It's so tough. Scramble things for breakfast, but to wake up. Ah! Rip in peace. Oh, TY got too frisky. Got way too frisky, and that's one of those things that can set you back big time. Bandit Rebolba. Okay. Mochi on a tear. What a conversion, baby. It's so good. Ah! I love this. I love watching Mochi play. Both these players playing are just so good. But then Mochi's DP placement has been just absolutely perfect. Has not given up any, like, situations where it's like TY is trying to maneuver around Mochi, and Mochi doesn't let him get that spacing for free. Okay, now Mochi on the board, and Mochi who reset it, TY who just needed to win one set is starting to crumble. Look at this. This is so bad right now. My man had everything in his corner, was in the perfect spot to take the World Tour Finals and become crowned the best Guilty Gear player, the champion of Season 2. But Mochi's just relentless. Mochi's just like, look at those dash blocks. Look at these timings from Mochi. It's insane. Jesus. Oh my god. Everything just comes into place. This dude is finished. This dude is doing a puzzle, except he doesn't have to find the pieces. Every piece he grabs, it just fits exactly where he needs it. Whatever he picks up, he knows where it goes. And he's just so good at putting it all together. DP? No, nice cross-up, actually. But the fact that that launches so far away is kind of a rough spot. DP. No, the bait, the patience. Jesus Christ, Mochi. So you were expecting a RC into DP because you saw TY committing, but then Mochi said, hey, I'm just going to chill because TY answered back with their own Roman cancel, backed away, and that gave Mochi the chance to run forward. And he did such a great call-out. Like, again, every little thing coming up Mochi, who's just making these stellar decisions. TY getting a full hit there and not converting it, this kind of sucks. He was anticipating Mochi not to get hit. So Mochi just answered with a DP because, oh, TY's going to run in now. And I'm in hit stun still, so I'm fine. Oh. Oh my god, Mochi. At least TY's like getting damage. But using the meter makes this harder, right? Not having it after these resets means this happens. It means this happens. Oh no. Next hit wins either player. There it is. All right, TY. TY never say die. Let's go. Oh, big Chansu. Big damage too. That's hurting. Oh, drops it. Whee! Spin! Had to say it once. Send us the Vinny Vine sauce. TY's like, I can tie this up. I could take this 2-2, but the hard burst bait gets delay burst to take it, and then there comes Mochi. Uh-oh. Oh, Mochi's so good here. Look at that placement of the mix-up, getting the wall break, and now they have positive bonus. TY gonna have burst soon, but wasted his bar. Again, that's the problem. Continues to waste his bar, and he's dead. Mochi's one game away, taking the Arc World Tour Championship and becoming the best in the world, and he's not even feeling phased. TY though, is feeling the pressure. It's not a good look for TY. Oh my God, the layers. It's not a high, it's not a low, it's a wild throw. Do it again. 3-0. What do you know? Mochi. Again, the best Guilty Gear Strive player in the world. Taking it over all the other champions, winning $25,000. Cementing his sole bad guy as the best. Taking it over TY 3-1 and then 3-1. And really cementing how awesome Season 2 really was. May not be the best set of Season 2, but definitely up there in terms of skill and performance from both players. Yeah, Mochi definitely dropped the ball in more places than you would hope, but still an outstanding job through and through as Mochi becomes your champion. Taking a Rev Major, I believe. No, sorry, taking Fighter's Spirit and then taking the ARC World Tour Championships. So really proud of what they have done. Just stellar. And that is really what there is to say about Season 2. I mean, there are the qualifying events for ARC World Tour 2023, which were starting in June at Head Stomper. We'll worry about that with our, the next year's retrospective of Season 3, as well as the ARC World Tour that's been happening the last couple of months. Be it, it is August, so it's been about 2 months now since there's qualifyings. There's 10 tournaments listed with 12 tournaments total that'll have qualifying players. But then the top 3 of the global leaderboards, which makes 15, and then number 16 will be the last chance qualifier. So a lot remains to be seen about that, but give it up to the ARC World Tour. Fantastic, really showcasing Season 2 at its finest. A lot of the tournaments we've seen recently for qualifying were all Season 2 events, so now our first Season 3 events could be starting with Sea Otaku, but I can't think of a better way to end a wonderful tribute to Season 2, the amazing tournaments that happened, as well as the ARC World Tour of 2022, which ended in 2023, but you get it. No other way than watching the special video courtesy of our friends at Arc System Works, Guilty Gear 25th Anniversary exclusive interview looking back on Season 2. I've never seen this video yet, so I'm excited to see what they have to say and to see them talking what they have to say about Season 2.
私、ディレクターとプロデューサーと歴代、いろいろなものを務めてきたんですけども、やっぱり昔はもうゲームタイトルを作るのが本当に
The brand manager, huh? I like his beard. He looks sharp. I'd like to get a drink with that guy. He looks cool.
挑戦する規模みたいなのが増えていくとか大きくなっていくようなことをすごい実感していて、シーズン1までは手探りな開発が続いてたなという、印象ですね。演出手法とか新しい技術っていうのを、バトルの演出の方にさらにプラスすることができた、それに挑戦することができたのがシーズン2の大きな、違いかなと
I would say so.
ブランドマネージャーとしてもっともっと、ギルティギアを知ってもらう、っていうところでさまざまな試みが必要になってきたと。
ギルティギアスライブっていうのがこれまで新しく認知される側の
The producer, Ken Miauchi.
発売した後はユーザーの皆さんと一緒に盛り上げていくタイトルになっていったらなっていうような
That's right.
感じがしてい
Gotta
ます。
keep people coming back for more.
多くの新しいユーザーさんが、本作を
Katano Sensei, let's go.
とても嬉しく思っています。
ディレクターの方のであったり、プロデューサーの宮内に、徐々に仕事を引き継いでいってさまざまなトラブルがあったんですけれども、それをちゃんと乗り越えて若い世代が一つ成し遂げてくれたな。でそして、ユーザーさん
I mean, they knocked it out of the park. They delivered on a wonderful game, and season 2 was no slouch.
一つ安心なんですけれども。
正直言うと開発が終わったっていう感覚は一切なくてですね。
Let's go.
これが新たなシーズン3への挑戦の足がかりになるのかななんて。
Here we go. All started with Bridget. Hey, that's an understatement, buddy.
何が発想の元になっていたかっていうと、単純にですね、こうヨーヨーを使ったキャラクターをなんか作ってみないかという、
Okay.
そういうことを言ってきた方がいて、どこがそのヨーヨーの面白いところなのかとか、動きがどこがミソなのかみたいな。
I like that. Let's make a yo-yo character.
ある程度できるようになろう
All
と
right.
一生懸命練習して、すごいコブができるんですよ。ヨーヨーがめちゃめちゃ画面に当たったり、他人のパートナー作ったりとか。
Oh no, Daisuke.
繰り返して作った。ある意味すごい思い出深いもの
That's funny. Learn how to use the yo-yo so he can create Bridget. That's great.
ただやっぱり
どこかのタイミングで必ず出したいと。しかし人気キャラクターを出すんであれば、
これは下手なものは作れないなっていう、本当に。
Hey, you got a lot to deliver on, especially with expectations of her, right?
時代のブリジットっていうのはもともと非常に魅力的な生き生きとしたアニメーションのアートワークのキャラクターだったと思うんですけれども、その魅力っていうのを 3D で再現するっていうのは
They nailed it. They nailed her charm and how fun she is throughout that. Whimsical nature, yep, I believe it. 100% believe that they delivered on all fronts.
一番話題を集められるタイミングで発表しようというふうに考えてエボで発表させていただいたということが記憶にあります。発表に対してもユーザーの皆さんからすごく驚きの歓喜の反応。
That's a good feeling. I'm glad they were at Evo and they could see the crowd bust out like that when she was announced.
エボの会場近くにいるのに、僕ブリジットの発表見れないんですかみたいな。
A stone's throw away? What do you mean? What kind of stone are you throwing from Japan?
いい気持ちになりました。開発スタッフもすごくいろんな思い入れを入れて作ったキャラクターで、ディティールもすごく細かく作っていて、いろんなユーザーさんが気づいて SNS でコメントを投稿してくださったりするのを見ていて、とても楽しいキャラクターだったなというふうに思っています。
Hey, they had a mission and they delivered. And then Sin. Oops. Excuse me.
初お披露目していたキャラクターだったので、シンが実装されるだろうというふうに予想されていた方は結構多かったのかなと
Hey,
い
you're right.
うふうな印象を持っています。
They saw him in there and they were like, okay, this definitely a character is probably going to make it in. And lo and behold, there you go.
理解力が低い人間なんですよ。
とにかく、天真爛漫で裏表のないキャラクターで、だけど、確信を作るような。
But do you feel like he hit the mark though? That's what I want to hear. So, character personality and vibrant aside, all the characters in Guilty Gear have some of oh, the pure and innocent side of Ishiwatari. Aw, what a wholesome dude. That's cute. Aww.
シンのアクションにおいて非常に大きな変化というところで、旗を棒術のように使って戦ってたんですけども、旗をはためかせる形で開いた状態で戦わせたいっていう。
Yeah, the unfold is like the nice part that everyone noticed early on. So he actually keeps the flag flying.
必殺技から必殺技に連続してつなげることができるというキャラクターだったんですが、今回のシーンは必殺技に豊富な派生技があり、それを使って攻め立てるというキャラクターになっています。
やっぱりソルに育てられたっていう一面を今回やっぱりストライブで表現したいと思ってまして、なので今回覚醒必殺技でタイランバレルという技を出して、それを派生まで出すと、ソルの必殺技であるタイランレイプに派生するという。
So a little bit more soul bad guy in him. Got it.
られたシーンっていうところを、
I can see that. That definitely, yeah, very apparent.
かなり初期から温め。
Yeah, they did a good job translating that and showing that in his playstyle. Just could use a little bit of tune-up. We'll see. All right, Daisuke. Were you in bed when you thought of this?
すげえなこの人の発想ぶっ飛んでんなみたいなのがまず絵を見た時の第一印象で、
ベッドマンには妹のディライラがいて、そのディライラが復活しているといったところに関しては前作イグザードのストーリーで明かしておりました。ですのでどっかのタイミングで、プレイヤー
Okay, so they had planned her since Exert. Okay, nice.
本当に長かったけどようやくずっと話
So they had the idea since the beginning, way before Strive was actually out. All right.
同じ仕様でも、その能力を持っていた少年が登場しないということで、そのあたりのアクション、同じような仕様でもアクションを、練り直さなきゃいけない。
Because the boy is dead.
超能力を持たない壊れたロボットっていうのがいかに戦うかという風なアクションを取ったらその、キャラクターの個性っていうのが出せるかっていうのはかなり、気を使って、ネタを出した、ものになりますね。
基本的には全く新しいキャラクターとして設計はしていたのですが、時間差攻撃であったりそういったところに関しては前作のベッドマンの流れを引き継いでいるキャラクターとなっています。あのキャラクター独特の不自由さとそれが噛み合った時の爽快感といったところはオンリー
Restriction he faces a character. Okay, so getting around like what's weird about him. Interesting. So taking his downsides and making them work for you.
それを止めようとする少女という形を表現できる形っていうのを模索して
実質的な工数としては他のキャラクターの倍違がかかっていたんですが、このディライラとベッドの関係性といったところを描く上で絶対にここは妥協できないというところで
Most of the time she's away off screen because the bed's somewhere else. So it'd be nicer if she kept up with the bed better. Oh wow. They reached their record peak daily when Bedman came out. Interesting.
いう結果になったところから、本当にユーザーさんにいろんな反響をいただけるキャラクターが
I don't know if they were all to try out Bedman or not, but that's still kind of cool. Because you don't really see much of them left over. And then finally, Oscar R.
年間ぐらいゲームの一番の黒幕ということは、みんなが知っていながらも本名もわかんない。
I wonder how it felt bringing this character to life after 2 decades and making him playable.
私も入っていって、当時石当たりの方に見せてもらった裏設定で、なるほどこういう風にまとめていきたいのかっていうのは納得してて、アスカという人となりっていうのはある程度理解した上で、ユーザーさんにそれをあまり見せないように、
I mean, they did a good job of keeping him hidden until Exert. Keeping them under the hood, having him pull the strings until you finally take off the hood and he has little ears, little dog ears.
についに来たかっていうのがもう率直な感想ですよね。
ここの25周年の集大成見せてほしいという思いで。
I like that, yeah. For the 20th anniversary, you put him out as the last character of season 2, as a celebration of all things Guilty Gear.
アスカは非常に難解なキャラクターですが、あれでも一番最初にバトル班から上がってきた案から半分ぐらいは使用。
Half their ideas were removed? Oh my god, I want to imagine Oscar with everything. Oscar with everything they put together. That would have been insane.
やっぱり衝撃を受けたのがやっぱりマントの内側。これはすごいな、びっくりしたんですよね。でそれがしかも最初のラフの設定の時からさらにモデルになって動いてるのを見て、これは
Yeah, the design team absolutely ate with that, right? I agree.
頑張るなっていうふうに思いました。
彼自身がその人類の中においても最高峰の天才というか頭脳の持ち主みたい
Talk
な。
about his dog ears, Daisuke. What happened to his dog ears?
キャラクター以上にそのアスカの性格であったり、バックボーンっていうも
Come
の
on.
アクションであったり、
Don't leave us hanging.
ことであったり、アートワークによりこう強く表現することを、ちょっと意識しました。炎の魔法もいわゆる自然の炎ではなくて。
Is an uninterrupted geometric pattern. That is I mean, I am impressed by the amount of thought that went into that. That's cool. God, the design team went off so hard.
の方々から25年越しのキャラクター化みたいなことをこう祝ってくださるような方々が結構いて、すごく嬉しかったっていうところがありますね。
All right, 2 minutes left. What's next?
ギルティギリアシリーズは一度ストライブの中で、主人公であるソル
So Soul's story has finished.
そういう意味でギルティギアシリーズは一旦の節目を迎えている。
So where do we go from here? Now that Soul is done.
エネルギーみたいなものを表現したい人たちが この一番のアークシステムワークスのフラグシップの場所で活躍できる
I'm really curious.
これからは僕が後ろから
Do you add another story with another character starting out? How do we go about this? I really want to see. So Soul is officially done. He can lay his weapon to rest.
であればもう彼しかいないなっていう
25年もの間続いているギリティギアシリーズをプロデューサーとして引き継いでこれからも
Alright, good luck to you, Miyauchi. That's a big weight on your shoulders. I'm rooting for you.
この時のギリティギアシリーズ引き続きお祈りよろしくお願いします
ギルティギアの、アートワークの開発っていうのは本当に表現の模索どういう表現がいいんだろうっていう模索とあとそれをどう実現できるかそれをトライアンドエラーしていくっていうのがギルティギアのアートワークだと思っているのでこれからもシーズン3も同じように
Well, I appreciate it. Just don't make us the guinea pigs for the trial and error.
っていうのを皆さんにお届けできればなと思っています
シーズン2が終わりましたが区切りという印象はなく今後も開発は進めてまいりますアップデートはもちろん今までになかった新しい試みも追加していきたいと思っておりますので引き続きギルティギアストライブをどうぞよろしくお願いいたします
No, thank you guys so much. And with that, thank you. Season 2. Really appreciate everyone who put all their effort, time, and love in the Guilty Gear Strive, making everything go well for Season 2 to flourish. So many amazing events, so many amazing characters, so much hype as Guilty Gear Strive is still continuing full steam ahead into Season 3. All I can say is I had such a great time enjoying everything that happened, and I cannot wait to see what Season 3 and the future of Guilty Gear Strive will be. So, from myself to everyone at Arxis, everyone who's playing Guilty Gear, watching Guilty Gear, drawing Guilty Gear, enjoying Guilty Gear, let's look forward to the new chapter coming soon, right around the corner. Thank you, Season 2. Onwards to Season 3. Thank you for watching.